the National Transportation Safety Board recently took an unexpected step, temporarily shutting down public access to its online docket system. The reason? Individuals had used artificial intelligence tools to recreate the voices of pilots who died in a UPS cargo plane crash. The incident has sparked a broader conversation about the boundaries of AI, privacy, and public data access. At the heart of this is UPS Flight 2976, a flight that crashed in Louisville, Kentucky, last year. Under federal law, the NTSB is not allowed to release cockpit voice recordings to the public. However, the agency's accident docket for the flight included a spectrogram, a visual representation of sound frequencies over time. While not audio itself, a spectrogram can be used to reconstruct sound when combined with a transcript. That's exactly what happened. A popular science commentator on X noted that the spectrogram could be used to approximate the original cockpit audio. Not long after, individuals used AI tools to generate audio clips that simulated the voices of the deceased pilots. These clips began circulating online. The NTSB responded swiftly, removing public access to the docket system entirely. The agency later restored access, but left 42 investigations closed, including the docket for Flight 2976. The NTSB has not yet said how long the review will last or whether future dockets will remain open. This incident highlights the growing capabilities of AI and the unintended consequences they can bring. A spectrogram, once. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. A tool for scientific analysis has now become a source for AI reconstruction. The fact that AI could be used to approximate the voices of deceased individuals raises urgent questions about privacy and ethical boundaries. The NTSB's decision to close the docket system suggests a growing concern about how public data can be repurposed in ways that were never intended. The agency's response is a clear signal that regulators are beginning to take notice of AI's potential for misuse. But the situation is still evolving. The NTSB's review is ongoing, and it remains unclear whether the agency will permanently restrict access to spectrograms or other data types in the future. The broader implications are still being worked out. If the NTSB decides to limit access to such data, it could set a precedent for how other agencies handle similar situations. This could have ripple effects across industries that rely on public data for transparency and accountability. The next signal to watch is the NTSB's final decision on how to handle the docket system moving forward. Will they restore full access, or will they impose new restrictions? The outcome will likely influence how other government agencies approach public data in the age of AI. The stakes are high. Public data is a cornerstone of transparency and accountability in government operations. When that data can be repurposed using AI in ways that were never intended, such as reconstructing the voices of deceased individuals, it challenges the very principles of what should be shared and what should be protected. The NTSB's actions suggest a growing awareness of these risks, but also a lack of clarity on how to address them. The agency's review is a critical step in determining how to balance transparency with privacy in the face of rapidly advancing technology. As AI tools become more powerful and accessible, the potential for misuse grows. This incident is a wake-up call, not just for the NTSB, but for all organizations that manage public data. The mechanisms that once ensured transparency may now require new safeguards to prevent unintended consequences. The NTSB's response is a sign that regulators are beginning to grapple with the challenges. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. AI, but the question remains, how can public data remain accessible without being exploited? The answer may lie in the outcome of the NTSB's review. If the agency decides to restrict access to spectrograms or other data types, it could signal a shift in how public data is managed in the AI era. That decision could have far-reaching consequences, shaping how other agencies and institutions approach data access and privacy in the years to come. Until then, the situation remains in flux. The NTSB's review is ongoing, and the full impact of this incident is still unfolding. What is clear is that AI is changing the landscape of public data access, and the rules may need to change with it.